Hi everybody and welcome to Wednesday Night Live. Tonight we are talking about Strong Simone, and Strong Simone's flower is the pig face. And the pig face is the flowers that you would see definitely along the coast, a lot on the beaches. It's the flower that's kind of, when you're walking down the path towards the beach and they have all that green, it looks a bit like a cactus. And then in summer, it's these beautiful pink flowers with the the yellow in the middle. That's what the pig face is. And I never knew it was called that. And I used to love that flower, and now I know what it is, and it's really good. And it's great that it's Strong Simone's flower because it means increased physical strength and also increased emotional strength. And the reason that pig face is sitting in the sand there is what it does is it holds the sand dunes together. So all the roots and everything of that plant is what binds the sand dunes together, and that's why they plant it there. So that's a pretty good indication of strength if ever you needed to see one in a flower that was going to support one of our characters. So Strong Simone is in the self-acceptance stage of the change journey, mostly because if you can have self-acceptance, it's going to really increase your inner strength. Because when you have your self-acceptance and you can stop looking externally for approvals or for what to do, or really, when it's more approval and having that okay from other people that you're okay. And we don't really need that, because when we accept who we are and we love who we are, then we can be more strong within ourselves. And that's really what Strong Simone is about. She is kind of like the Energizer Bunny that sits below all the other change journey characters. So when you can have inner strength, you can have increased patience with patient Polly. You're more resilient with resilient Ramona. You're more confident with confident Carol. You're more accepting of other people with accepting Alice. You have more self-worth with worthy Wendy. And they're the ones that I've just written down, but there's so many others that she will sit underneath, because when we have that inner strength and when we're on our change journeys and we get to something that's a hurdle or a hard space in our lives, that's when we really need that inner strength to help us get through. For example, people are in lockdown at the moment, and now it's, people in Queensland are in lockdown as well, so it's not just the Sydney and Melbourne people. So it's a really tough time for people. We're in week 6 now of being in lockdown, but people are having to draw on their inner strength to get through. I know I am, and I know my friends are, and I was just on a call the other day and there were so many people saying, I'm just really having to draw on my inner strength. And that's what Strong Simone is all about. It's about when things aren't going the way that you wanted them to go, or a hurdle has cropped up in your life, it's how can you bring in your inner strength to help you get through that time. So the way we do that, of course, is like with everything in the change journey, is journaling, because remembering that you have all the answers within you. So everybody's inner strength is going to come from different things. So first of all, you want to be journaling around, well, how do I get my inner strength? To do that, you can look back at other things that you've done in the past where you felt strong. So what was the trigger that allowed you to feel that strength? But you can also then just ask, you can just start journaling and go, well, how am I going to get inner strength, and see what comes. So for me, it's about journaling. I journal to get my inner strength. I also go to the beach to get inner strength. I love just sitting on a headland and looking at the water and really doing my version of a meditation. So for you, your inner strength might come from a meditation or just being silent or something like that. But for me, it's sitting at the beach and looking at the water. So it's really understanding for you what that is. And that will come from journaling. It'll come from journaling to ask the question, but it'll come from journaling to look back on when other times that you have been strong, because I guarantee when you look back, there'll be times in your life where you are strong. And just like in Resilient Ramona, where we looked at the times in our life where we've come through hardships and you think that this is never going to end, and that we come to the other side and then we look back and we go, oh, I can't believe I made it out. That's what Strong Simone's here for as well. So the change journey is not about skipping down the street 24/7 being Pollyanna and happy. It's not. Whilst we're making decisions that are making us happy, things are always going to happen, and life's going to kick in, and emotions are going to happen that are going to bring us back down. So Strong Simone is somebody that you would bring in at that time when you really need her, when you are having a hurdle, a hiccup, or something like a lockdown's happening in your life where you really just need some extra strength to get through. And she's all about finding ways for you to discover your inner strength. So how can you go within and find that strength in yourself? And what does that strength look like for you? So what does it feel like? Does it have a colour? Does it have a feeling? Like, what is it for you that means for you that you're strong inside? So for me, I have more confidence. I have more knowing. I have a lot more acceptance. Talked so much about accepting Alice last week. And it's really about knowing I'm enough. And I think when you do healings and when you start to look at people and you start working with people a lot, you get to see that the belief of I'm not enough is such a major belief that runs right through everybody and all of us. And it happens in so many different aspects of our lives. And you can guarantee that most issues that people are having, if you really drill down on it, it's I'm not enough, or I'm not good enough to, or who am I to be doing that, which is a play on I am not enough. So it's really interesting, and I go through it all the time. I have these I'm not enough moments in these weirdest situations where I think, seriously, like I think I am enough in so many areas, and then something will come up and I'll be like, here's the old I'm not enough situation. So Strong Simone is very much around helping you get through that I'm not enough, because you are enough, and you want to really draw on that strength for you to know that you are enough. So she's very much about going within. It's very personal. It's not like I can sit here and say to you, do X, Y, Z and you'll have inner strength. I was just Googling before and I thought, surely there's got to be some good answers out there in the Google land around how you find inner strength. And I just was like, I just giggled to myself, because basically all the answers that I found through Googling was the Change Journey book. So if you're looking for inner strength, I would then suggest that you go to a different character and say, well, you know, so if you've got the cards, use the cards. So if you pull Strong Simone and you think, okay, well, I need some inner strength, then you could say, well, how am I going to get that inner strength, and pull a second card or a third card or even a fourth card and see which other Change Journey characters are going to help you bring in that inner strength. Because like I just said, it's extremely personal and everybody's going to be different, because our strength comes from within us. And so there's no set rule about what it is for you, or there's no tick the box, find my strength, I've got it today. There will be for you once you discover it, but if you're trying to discover what your inner strength is, really start to journal around it. Once you know what it is, then you start actioning those. So, for instance, going to lockdown, I need some more inner strength, go to the beach, do my journaling. Like once I know my Strong Simones and I pull Strong Simone, I go, I need more Strong Simone. Right, how am I going to bring that in? Bing, bang, 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 bang. I've got all my Strong Simones ready to go. So that's what I invite you to do this week. Do some journaling, really discover for you what your Strong Simones are, because when you have them ready to go, then if something happens, you don't have to do the discovery phase as much. And you can just go straight to the source and go, okay, well, my Strong Simone's going to come from doing this activity, or doing my journaling, or bringing in some more resilience, or whatever it is that it is for you. So she's very much a preparation person if you're not going through something hard at the moment. If you're in lockdown and you're really struggling, then I definitely suggest for you to get out your journal and do some research around your Strong Simones and then put them into action. I'm hoping you've got a lot of time because you're not working and you're not doing anything because you're in lockdown. So it's the perfect time to be doing some change journey work. It's a great time to be doing it. So you can choose, basically, you can choose this time in lockdown to sit there and feel angry about the world and resentful about what's going on, or you can choose to use this time to work on yourself and come out as a better person. And I know what I'd be doing, and I know what I am doing, and I'm using this time to go, here's all the stuff that's coming up. And I mentioned last week I did a lot of clearing around other people and my anger towards them, and it's just, I'm just really using my cards very much at the moment to help me get through this time. And just to prove that, I even have my Caring Chloe sitting here, because that's the card that I drew the other day, and it's actually sitting here in front of my computer, because this week for me it was all about Caring Chloe. So I'd just like to prove to you guys that I'm walking my talk and doing the things that I say to you, and I'm not just here telling you what to do and not doing it myself. So that's it. Strong Simone, in a nutshell. Go within, do your journaling, and really pull on the energy of the pig face flower, which is really strong, and holding that sand dune together, because you deserve it, and you deserve to be having a great life, and you deserve to be happy, and you deserve to be choosing what you want to do and not being forced by other people to feel guilty or bad or even mediocre. So have a great week, and I'll see you next week. I can't even remember who we're going to talk about next week. The fourth person in the self-acceptance stage. Oh, hopeful Henrietta. And then we'll move on. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye.